So, it's Monday the 18th of January and we've had Spanish Cup this weekend, big matches in Italy, England and title chasers in Germany and France. So stick around to Let's Talk Sport for all that coming up. So let's start off with Spain. The Spanish Super Cup was the first trophy on offer in Spain this year, and it was contested between Real Sociedad, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Athletic Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao and Barcelona are the ones who got through to the final. Barcelona looked on course to win, being 2-1 up going into the 90th minute, but a late goal from Villarreal equalised for Athletic Bilbao, and then a goal in stoppage time in extra time from Williams managed to get Athletic Bilbao the very, very deserved win in that final after having beaten Real Madrid in the semi-final. 3 matches into Marcelino's reign, he has won 2 of them, coming against Real Madrid and Barcelona, and has now won a trophy, which is Athletic Bilbao's first trophy since they won this exact same competition in 2015. Griezmann got both goals for Barcelona, but what was more telling was Messi getting sent off in the 120th minute for having punched Villarreal. I will call it punch, but he did hit him. VAR intervened and the referee did not hesitate to send him off. Ronald Koeman had his first chance to get some silverware as Barcelona manager, but failed, and this could start creating problems. So yeah, but credit to Athletic Bilbao, they looked very happy to get the win, and it was deserved. You look at the way the game went, they had the most shots compared to Barcelona. Barcelona was stagnant, couldn't really create proper chances, and this is the first victory of Athletic Bilbao against Barcelona since this man scored. So, moving on next. Next we go to Italy, where there was the big match this weekend between Inter Milan and Juventus. Inter Milan won 2-0, which is the first time an Inter boss has beaten Juventus since Frank de Boer put out this starting lineup, and Juventus weren't really at it. Inter Milan had the better of the game. They completely shut them off. The defence of Bastoni with Skriniar were solid. Ronaldo was trying to drop deep, couldn't bring much more to the game. Juventus looked like they missed Dybala so much, or they probably had to have an Arthur on the pitch to control the game a bit more. Their substitutes they brought on, like Kulusevski and McKennie, couldn't affect the game. The goals came from Vidal from a headed effort after Barella crossed it in with his left foot in the first half, and the second goal was Barella himself when Bastoni booted it long to a wide open Juventus defence, and he slotted it well home. It's moments like that you see that they could have also used with De Ligt, who was absent because he was ill, but this was very good from Inter Milan. This means that now they go level on points with AC Milan having played a game more, which means that this title race truly is on. As for Juventus, they are currently one point behind 4th spot, but a game less than AS Roma. But AS Roma, on the other hand, having played their Rome derby on Friday night, lost 3-0 to neighbours Lazio. Convincing win from Lazio, goal from Ciro Immobile and 2 from Alberto. Immobile was running down that channel all day long, causing them problems, but Roma's defence, as usual, was just awful against Lazio. They could never seem to defend properly in this derby, and it was a convincing win from Lazio. This win for Lazio means that, having played a game more, or the same amount of games as Roma, they are 3 points behind, so their hunt for Champions League football is well and truly on. Other title contenders are Napoli, who had a convincing victory against Fiorentina, which 6-0 it was, and it was comfortable. There were 2 goals from Insigne, Demo, Latana, Ziliecki and Politano getting on the score sheet, all of them just taking part, having fun, and this means that if they win their game in hand against Juventus, they will be 3 points behind Inter Milan in second place, so title contenders to look out for as well are Napoli for sure. Next, in England, where we had the big match between Liverpool and Manchester United, which didn't live up to the hype, which it never usually does, ending 0-0. This result means that Manchester United stay top and 3 points clear of Liverpool. But on the other hand, Manchester City winning 4-0 against Crystal Palace with a very impressive display from John Stones, Gundogan and Sterling all getting the goals, means that they are now second, just 2 points behind Manchester United with a game in hand, which means they could go top winning that game in hand. Others to mention are Leicester, who won 2-0 in convincing style against Southampton. A goal initially from Maddison, a very well finished goal, got them the lead, and then later on when Southampton were pushing up, a goal from Harvey Barnes to seal off the victory. And this means that also Leicester, having played 18 games, are on 35 points, 1 point ahead of Liverpool. So also in England, the title race well and truly is on. In Germany, Bayern Munich came out the biggest winners of the weekend when they went 4 points clear after their 2-1 nil against Freiburg. Both goals for Bayern Munich coming from Lewandowski and Muller. The one from Freiburg was from a headed effort from Peterson not long after coming on, with a diving header from a corner. Bayern Munich looked comfortable for most of the game. They looked like they looked rampant. Gnabry coming back was a big boost. But at the end of the game, Freiburg got unlucky and they hit the bar. They could have maybe got that equaliser, but Bayern Munich managed to hold on, which is not reminiscent of them recently. Whereas contenders Leipzig, unfortunately for them, drew 2-2 against Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg with Weghorst and Steffen getting both goals. Mukiele and Orban were the ones getting on the score sheet for Leipzig. Leipzig will consider themselves unfortunate with 7 shots on target in the second half. They were the better team in the second half, but in this first half, Wolfsburg looked like the team that were more likely going to win with their chances they had. They had a goal from Weghorst ruled out because of a handball. So all in all, a draw is a very fair and even result, despite it probably not being the one Nagelsmann wanted, which means they're 4 points off Bayern now, having played the same amount of games. Other title contenders are Bayer Leverkusen, but they lost away at home to Union Berlin, who are also in the hunt for Champions League football, being 5th. Union Berlin played very well, defended strongly, but they were looking to play on the counter-attack, and they did that very effectively. And the late goal from Tuchert to make it 1-0 to Union Berlin was a bit unfortunate for Bayer Leverkusen to concede in such a way, but the goal was coming, so this has boosted their chance of Champions League football, and the shock over the last season and a half, Union Berlin, continues to shock us. Whereas other title contenders, or top 4 contenders, Dortmund stumbled at Mainz with new coach Terzic not really changing much from Lucien Favre's methods. The goals came from Meunier and also from Öztunali. Öztunali put Mainz in the lead, and it was a great goal from far out. I question if Berkey could have done better. And then Royce, not long after Meunier equalised, missed a penalty, and it didn't look good for them. Haaland also had a goal from the second, ruled out because of offside, and this looked like the same Dortmund side that was stumbling under Lucien Favre. I think it's a bit disappointing considering that Mainz were bottom of the table coming into this game, and Dortmund at home should have probably beat them. Pochettino's 4th match in charge of Paris ended in a 1-0 win over Angers, with Courtois getting the left foot volley in, which means that Pochettino, not only having won his first trophy as a manager recently, has now got Paris back to the top of the table since the 13th of December, following Lyon's defeat to Metz 1-0. Tight game. Lyon had their chances, but a terrible quality game. But Lyon stumbling means that Paris had the chance to go top, and they fully took advantage of that, while Lille, following their 2-1 win against Ram, have maintained the challenge on Paris, meaning that they're still level on points, but now PSG are yet again in the driving seat in France. So that's it from Let's Talk Sport for the weekend roundup. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again very soon for another video. Bye bye.